believe we're back on. You haven't missed anything. We're in the first 30 seconds of the game as Clann Eireann go for a score at the start of this game, and they've got it to the number 15, who's only 15, Eireann Donoghue in the end. Pressure on the kicker there from Aisling Keenan, forces it to go wide. There's a strong wind going over to that corner as well, which would also have affected it, but a good start for Clann Eireann. Apologies there, we had a break in connection just at the vital time, just before the game, which just happens in this business. It's the problems sometimes that you come across, but we are back on now, so hopefully you're all able to watch the coverage, and we're back on now for the senior final, and it's Bredagh in the maroon, Clann Eireann in the orange. And the only thing you missed, apart from about 15 seconds, was Gemma Begley predicting that Clann Eireann might just sneak this. Don't worry, you thought you got away with that prediction, maybe nobody hearing it, but you could be right. This is good work by Orla Duffy, one of two sisters on the team, and just hands it to Eilish Ward, the captain. This is good play by Bredagh, coming forward, knitting together nicely, and the referee didn't play too much advantage there. She just gave the free right away, more or less, to Eireann McCarville, who loves to come forward as well, and both of the wing backs for Bredagh love to come forward. And that's good play by Bredagh, and it's Eilish Ward now looking to keep possession, and she does that, and she gives it to Catherine Burke, who is from Mayo originally. And Bredagh have indeed a number of girls who are from different counties. This girl, Aisling Keenan, formerly Aisling McFarland, actually is a former Antrim captain, not too far of course from Bredagh. They are based in Belfast, and a lot of people don't realise this, but Belfast is split between two counties. She plays with one and plays her club football in the other. Now it's Clann Eireann. They are all local girls around the Lurgan area, and this is their centre half forward, Niamh Henderson. Great play by her, and she gets it into Maeve McCambridge. I mean, Maeve spinning away. She's a sister of the full-back Clodagh McCambridge. She does brilliantly and gets it in actually to Eireann Donoghue, who's going for goal, is she? It's blocked down, and oh, it just hit the post. I think maybe Emer Murda might have got a touch, but very close. Oh, this is good work. She's got it the full forward, and they've missed. She's gone for goal again, and they are going for it right at the start of this game, and they got a goal at the start of the semi-final, but not today, but close, Gemma.
Serious intent there from Clann Eireann already with them couple of attacks. Great run from Maeve McCambridge. Maybe could have carried it in herself, but she's good save in the first instance, and just unlucky with the second shot there. But yeah, real statement. They're playing. They're running hard with the ball, and you know, working the possession off the shoulder.
Well, I guess there's two ways of looking at it. One, it's good that you're going for goal and showing intent, but you didn't get a score.
That's it. They need a point or two just to settle them down here at the start.
I thought when it came over to, was it Niamh Murray, the 14, was it? I thought that she had a good position there. Definitely could have taken a point, but you know, you got to go for it as well. You're only here once.
That can be a bit of adrenaline in you at the start too, I suppose.
Maybe, but here come Bredagh now. Could they punish him at the other end? That's high, but it's going left, and the wind not carrying that in from the number 15, Eva Hicks, who's from Glenelly out the road here. The goalkeeper is Catherine Lawless, formerly Catherine McAlinden. Does well to get it to Dervla Coleman. She is a brilliant transition player along with her sister, and she is just underlining that now by going forward over halfway and carrying it into the forwards, and off they go now. Well, they're certainly buzzing around the Clann Eireann forwards, but that was well intercepted by Catherine Burke for Bredagh, and Eilish Ward will just calm things down a little bit in there for her team, or try to, and indeed they get the free, and referee clamping down on fouls right away, as you would want and expect. Three ladies referees for the three ladies finals yesterday and today, and they've all been absolutely top class. And I'm just looking at Maggie actually writing something in her book. I wonder if she ticks somebody there. That's McCarville, and off she goes with that familiar run again, and she gets it to Aisling Keenan. That's a great ball in towards Eva Hicks in the corner. Good movement by her and well found. What can she do out there? She's well out in the wing, trying to get in. The referee taking her whistle to her mouth, but not blowing. Now it's Eireann McCarville, and she slipped it through her, trying to get it through to Orla Blaney all the way up there. Now McCarville, she does like to get a score, but that is going to go to the left and wide. I've seen her score 3 or 4 from play for down in a, was it an intermediate final in Newry a couple of years ago. She does like to get forward. It is a 45, and both teams trying to go for it, and both teams showing good intent and attacking play and knitting it together, Gemma.
That's it. Eva Hicks done really well in there too, to hold the ball up, I suppose, and get some support off the shoulder. There's serious space inside, but they're obviously playing into the breeze, so it's a bit harder to get in. But 10 Clann Eireann players inside the D basically at that point, so like Bredagh did really well to even get the shot away. and get a 45 out of it.
Yeah, Clann Eireann do like to press all over the field. Bredagh going up the middle, and it was interesting for me also that when Eva Hicks was trying to get through there, Clann Eireann didn't concede a free. They tackled in a very disciplined way. Bredagh come again. Just a slip at the vital moment, although I think the referee saw something else in there. So another free for Bredagh, and they're just exerting a little bit of pressure at the minute. It was Burke and Aoife Laverty, number 9, who got fouled there, and now Eilish Ward might fancy this just inside the 45, quite a distance out. A little warning for Clann Eireann in the first game. A free from here ended up right in the net. Now she's stolen a yard or two, as they all do, but that's gone to the right. Is it coming in? No, it's not, and that's a couple of wides for Bredagh.
That's it. Again, need the score just to settle them down. Probably thought they might have worked something again there, but distance probably wasn't the problem, just a bit off target. But
the wind was coming in from that side. I saw what she was trying to do, but just didn't get the power on it. It was a big ask from there. That's good kickouts from the goalkeeper, getting it to Kate Toe. Possession so important. Strong tackle coming in from Burke, and she is penalised. Puts her hands up to admit it immediately. And interestingly, Clann Eireann just trying to move the ball as quickly as they can, so they get it to Maeve Moriarty, daughter of the famous Paddy Moe, who played in the 1977 All-Ireland final against Dublin for Armagh. This is great play. This is Niamh Coleman. She gets it into Niamh Henderson. The Niamh's all doing the business in there. Now it's Donoghue, the youngster, and that is blocked down again. Good defending from Bredagh's point of view, but Clann Eireann really going for goal, and maybe they were trying to take their point, but Clann Eireann intent on going for goal in there, and now they get it out to McCarville again, and now it's Bredagh who will try and transition. 7 minutes gone and no scores in this game, and yet Bredagh could have had a point or two, and at the other end Clann Eireann could have had a couple of goals, so it's a bit of a stalemate. They're negating each other at the minute.
That's just sort of speeding each other out, I suppose. But again, like the build-up play there was brilliant from Clann Eireann. Maybe could have taken the point a wee bit earlier to settle them down again, but they look dangerous when they're attacking. So and committing an awful lot of bodies forward there too. Like they are going together in a group and going back as a group.
Yeah, they have a lot of pace, and when they go forward, I mean, when Niamh Henderson got the ball there, she just upped the pace and put the foot down, and it's a bit scary if you're a defender in there, but Bredagh have stood firm, and they have pace for themselves as well, and Orla Duffy here is trying to burst through a few tackles, and she's spilled the ball, and there's room here now for Orla Blaney, who's got up on the left wing. Gets it in towards Ward, but that's great defending in there by Kate Toe to get a hand in front of Ward. That's superb play by her, Ashley Freville, and eventually it's going to be a free out, and both teams playing at a very high level here and cancelling each other out, as I say, which means that after 8.5 minutes we still are without a score. The sun's trying to come through. It's on the left hand side as you're watching. That's a good ball, and well measured as well, and they do like to take it on the run, and they take it at pace, and off she goes at pace again. That was Roisin Mulligan. Now can they get a score at last? It's the number 13 Maeve McCambridge trying to get a bit of room. There's room there, but she's just spilled the ball at the vital moment, so they work it out to Niamh Coleman. They're working it from side to side, but somebody needs to take responsibility, and Bredagh just keeping them maybe outside the scoring zone, and that's a hand in from Aisling Keenan. The referee says that's okay, so they try again. They get it to Tierna Grimes. She takes it. That's going to go just to the right. She did take responsibility, but that wind is going that way. Credit to the defence.
Yeah, the Bredagh defence, in fairness, they're holding them up well. They're getting them stopped there and getting bodies back. It is very cagey. That's up to 9 minutes.
Cagey's the word, yeah. Yeah. They did go for a point, not a goal that time. There's Aileen McCarville, does well. Good kick out from Murda to find her as well. Again, possession important at both ends, and both goalkeepers and both defences doing well to get their own kick outs. This is Hannah Murray, number 3 back there, one of the more experienced players on the team. Burke, again, involved a lot early on. That's a good kick pass. Finding Orla Duffy in space. Closed down now by Niamh Coleman. Lots of room here now for Maeve Deary. She was a goalkeeper in the last Ulster final for Bredagh a couple of years ago. Now playing in the forwards. Now Eva Hicks, she does like to shoot from distance of either foot. She's trying to get a space. I told you she likes to do it, and she puts it over beautifully, and that is the first score of the game. And the girl from Glenelly in Tyrone territory today gets the first score of the game, and that could settle things for them, and it was really well taken, Gemma.
Great score. You could see Vivian has pulled out to the wing to create a load of space inside for Eva on the last couple of attacks, and I suppose the overlap there from Maeve Derry just pulled the defenders and made the score. Great finish.
Eilish Ward from McCarville to Leisha Duffy. She'll want to get on that left foot, and this should be a second score, and it is. She drills it over, and it's Bredagh on the scoreboard first with 2 in a minute.
And it's simpler that time. We'll be glad to get that to settle themselves.
Well, I was saying about the kickouts, but Eireann McCarville won that one, and it was well finished. And Eva Hicks, I mean, she just needs not even a yard just to be able to turn almost, and she has that ability of either foot. Sometimes it can go 10 yards wide, but when it goes over, it looks great. And it's really sort of put Bredagh on the map here in this game, and now they're going to win another kick out, or are they? That was brave play by Eireann Henderson to win possession when really she had no right to, but she did. One of the sisters. Oh, that's good play by the Bredagh defender, nipping in there. That's actually Ciara McCrainer, who I was telling you wouldn't be playing in the corner, and indeed she's playing in a defensive role, and it's working for her. And there's a ball that has just gone astray. Now she's got a boot to it. Is she going to keep it in? That's good play actually by Orla Blaney again to keep it in. And I just sense it, not just on the scoreboard, but Bredagh just easing into this game. But as I say that, Niamh Henderson, the captain, has stolen that one, and Bredagh are backtracking, and she's going to play that into Niamh Murray, and has she got it? She has, but again it's a goal effort you'd have to put that down to, and she's frustrated about that, but the ball hasn't even gone out of play. But Clann Eireann getting lots of good positions, Gemma, but not.
Yeah, they need to start taking these scores, or they could live to regret it, I suppose. Just a bit of a loose pass there, and in fairness, Niamh Henderson made up great ground and the wee ball in behind, but just need a score to settle themselves now.
Is that just maybe first time in a senior final and just being a little bit too eager and trying to force it by going for goal?
Could be that bit of adrenaline, but they do need to start taking their chances here. But in fairness again to Bredagh forcing them, and Bredagh look a bit more measured in the build-up, taking the sting out of it, I suppose, and trying to engineer them chances. That's
brilliant play by Orla Duffy, went through the middle, trying to get it through to Viv McCormick. She's been tackled by Gráinne Carville, who's trying to get a hand in there eventually. Or was it Hicks rather? Now it goes in towards McCormick, is it? No, actually it's Aisling Keenan all the way up there. What's she doing up there from centre half back? But maybe that's the way that their game is played. And there's a hold up here for an injury, but it's been frantic. And I'd say Clann Eireann might be quite welcoming of this little pause.
Really glad just to settle themselves, and positions are sort of all over the place as well. It's hard to keep track. You see Aisling Keenan there popping up, and a minute before that I suppose Ciara McCrainer was way back the other end of the pitch, so that's a credit to Bredagh as well, and maybe it's a tactic they're using just to kind of create chances and create overlaps with free players. But yeah, Clann Eireann will be glad now just to reassess, settle things down, see where they're at. Hopefully nothing too serious there.
Yeah, it's been a frantic start. Of course, the other provinces, by the way, have already played their championships, which mean that the winners from today will play Ballymacarbery from Waterford, and I think it's a home game for the Ulster winners as well. That's quite a carrot, considering Kilkerran, Clonberne and Kilmacud are going to face off in the other semi-final. It's a great opportunity for these teams.
And it's been great provincial series so far, like the banner beat
Mournabbey,
and I suppose
and then they got beat.
A shock they got beat.
They did on Monday last, didn't they?
That's it. the All-Ireland final has been played, as they say, but no, it's great to see the strength of the club football.
Well, we've a new team here in Clann Eireann in the final for the very first time, and maybe they're trying to force things a little bit early on. They need a point, never mind a goal to settle, but they've had a lot of good attacking play. But I love the way they transition, Gemma, around this sort of area. They move it so quickly and play off the shoulder, and they have a lot of pace, and they're not frightened to just go for it. They're really going for it as much as they possibly can.
That's it. You see there's a wave of 4 or 5 players going together, and then we pop passes off the shoulder. It's very hard to stop, defend against. You can just get bodies back and try and stop them and stand them up.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you don't score and you concede a couple of points, at some point you need that to tell, and that's not going to work either. Right through the middle, but Bredagh's just going to eat that up all day.
That's it. And they're well organised there too. They're getting them stopped.
Yeah, Bredagh warming into this game, and they're transitioning really well themselves. And this girl Orla Duffy is having a field day. She's having loads of space to run into, and that's lovely play as well. And she's going to put it on a plate for Eva Hicks, going for her second score, but she's put that to the right and she's put it wide, and arguably an easier one than the first. She put one over with her right foot, but not with her left.
That's it. Probably interesting too, Clann haven't had any scoreable opportunities, or even a free kick, or sorry, not dead ball opportunities. So you know, that it's a credit to the Bredagh defence. They're not fouling; they're just standing them up, and it's working well.
Free for the number 9, Eireann Henderson. She picked it out of the sky from that kick out quite nicely. And they just need to keep getting possession from those kickouts. Under pressure, of course, Friville gives it into toe. And Bredagh just seem to have dropped off now, and maybe they're wary of the pace of Clann, and they're just going okay, and they're just going player for player back there. But Coleman trying to find a way through. This is Dervla Coleman, and she's looking for Niamh Henderson. They do love to go through the middle, but it's so intricate in there, but they're still going, and it's going to be a free out. It's just not happening for them. Lots of threat, but no end product.
That's it. It's sort of the same thing every time near them last 2 or 3 attacks. It's just too crowded, too congested. So I think they need to just try something different, like whether it's recycling it or working it round to the other side. Or
the worry, I would say, for Clann is they're 2 points down. If Bredagh get a little bit further ahead, they're going to be in bother if they can't find a way through.
That's it, and as I say, it's not working for them. And again, in the next attack, it might work for them, and it might completely open up. But you know, you're halfway through the first half now, and
17 minutes, and they haven't got a score. Yeah. This is what Clann did to Moneyglass, and there's Viv McCormick, well out from the full forward area where we expected her to be. She tried to play it through, and Clann, they have done well defensively, and they've done well everywhere except in the last sort of area, in the 14-yard area, you know, and that's going to be intercepted. Eva Laverty alive to that one to pinch it back for Bredagh. McCarville faced up by Toe, and she goes through the middle, and there's no real players of her team near her, but she does get it to Hicks, and as you saw before, she likes to swivel and just get a kick away, but what did I say, but it can go 10 yards wide as well, and it did.
I see it's very much a tactic there, trying to isolate Hicks in the full forward line, and she is getting on the ball and creating chances in there, but they probably just need to keep them runners coming up to support her off the ball. Viv's obviously pulling out further at each wing, all over the place sort of thing, to try and make space.
Well, these kickouts are interesting, Gemma. Look at the way Clann players are all up the middle, and now they're trying to get to the wings and trying to get ball, but they're not going to get that ball. It's going to spill all the way through, and it's going to be Bredagh coming at them again. And really, Bredagh could be 3 or 4 points ahead at this stage, but they haven't taken their chances that well either, it has to be said. 18 minutes in, such a low-scoring final, 2 points to 0, though it doesn't feel like a 2 points to 0 final. McCarville, now she can take a score. She can also create, but a nice change of direction there, but she has to come back out, and it's snatched back by Eireann Donoghue, the 15-year-old all the way back there. Keep saying 15, not only because she is 15, but she's wearing 15. And now this is Niamh Coleman, who's going to just slow it down a little bit. They're not going gung-ho this time, but this is Maeve McCambridge now. Shows a little bit of pace to carry it through. And Bredagh just filtering back there, and they're marking closely, and as you say, they're not fouling, importantly. But can Clann find a way through? And you know, they're only 2 points down, I guess, but they haven't scored. Strange game. Sorry, go on, Gemma.
I'm saying they just need to get the runners off the shoulder. They just got to sort of stop there, and they're nearly going backwards, but not the same pace in it as previous attacks. But
that's not going to do either. It keeps looking like they're just about to shoot, but they just don't quite get the angle. And that was put wide. I think it was Coleman. And is it patience? What is that?
I think just patience. Probably could have she probably was right to take the shot on there, though, but
hold on, they might get a score now, though, because Dervla Coleman has it, and surely she should take her score, and she's driven it over the bar finally. I thought she was going for goal there, the way she was shaping up, and then I thought the wind might carry it, but finally Clann are on the board.
And they're pushed right up on this kick out again here, so they'll be aiming for another turnover. That's probably the best chance of getting their scores there.
Nearly 20 minutes, and she's going to win it again, though, and this will give them a lot of heart, because you thought maybe the heads might start to go down, but they haven't. And now this is the captain, and she put it over as well. Oh, so unlucky for them, but it has bounced kindly for Maeve McCambridge, and now is that gone over just to the right? It's gone to the right from Tierna Grimes. A good spell for Clann Eireann, and it's 2 points to 1 after 20 minutes, and all of a sudden the game has come to life.
Kicked into life there a small bit, so I seen the last day out too, I suppose, when Eireann pushed up on Bredagh the second half. They really had problems then, and it seems to be they just need to settle themselves and figure out these kickouts again.
Well, let's look at the press again, and if the wider shot will show us all the players around the middle. They're doing the same as Clann Eireann. They're all bunching around the middle, and then they run to the sides and try and work it. But in the end, the ball's just booted up the middle, and it's all about who gets on the dirty ball, the second ball, and it's Clann Eireann who've won it. Dervla Coleman getting in there and winning it. This is a good spell for Clann Eireann.
Dervla's been great for Clann Eireann so far. She's winning plenty of breaking ball and making plenty of runs there. She's been vital for them.
Yeah, she's coming into the game and she's asked for it again, and she's got it again. And now Clann Eireann have nobody in the full forward area on the edge of the square. They've all left that area, and there's a Bredagh player sitting in there. It's Orla Blaney, and Clann Eireann just taking their time in around this area, and Bredagh just keeping that position. They're trying to keep them out of the scoring zone, and that's going to be a free out. It's one of those ones I always feel sorry for the player coming forward. She lost her balance a bit and just ran into the player, but it's always going to be a free out.
They were sort of all standing still there, Clann Eireann too. There was players, but they needed to be coming off the shoulder to offer a wee bit of support.
Exactly, yeah. Now the Duffy sisters, Orla gets it to Leisha, right over on the sideline. Gregory McGonigal there is pacing along. He's urging his players to close her down, and they are closing her down. And that's good work with them, by them, but Leisha still gets it away. And Bredagh coming again. This game is shaping up, even though it's very low scoring. It's turning into a very interesting battle, and that was a rather tough, crude challenge going in there from Clann Eireann, and the referee has put her hand up, and that means that the clock has been stopped and there's going to be treatment required here. And it was a challenge by the captain, number 11, Henderson. I imagine she'll get ticked at least for that, and then the rain seems to be just coming in. There's a bit of drizzle now here, and the wind's still a little bit blustery, but 22 minutes, and I was going to use the word fascinating, but I feel like saying, how can you say fascinating when it's 2 points to 1? But it is, it's interesting.
A real football nerd to find it fascinating.
I've been called worse.
No, it is intriguing, and you're nearly willing the attacks or breaks to happen, or maybe a bit of rain might create a bit more chaos and open it up a small bit. But credit to both teams for being organised. There's been very few frees and scoreable positions.
True, yeah.
So
the Clann Eireann could have had about 3 goals.
Aye.
Bredagh haven't had any goal chances, but they are leading by 2 points to 1. And Eilish Ward takes possession, gives it to McCarville. They have so many good shooters around the field. They're just moving it around. And Clann Eireann sitting in a little bit deeper than I expected. They usually come out and press, but they're sitting in there. Maybe it's just a threat from Bredagh or whatever, but the weather now a little bit tricky for them. There's the direct ball in, looking for Viv McCormick, but it goes over her head. Well watched by Clodagh McCambridge. And she, of course, is an All-Star nominee. She was at the All-Stars last night. Was she there, actually? I'm not sure she was there. Maybe she wasn't. But anyway, she didn't get the award, but was nominated, which was an achievement in itself. Pressing there by McCormick, but a foul, and it's going to be a free for Clann Eireann. Game's just gone into a little bit of a lull after that flurry of excitement. Played down in front of the number 12, Niamh Coleman. The two Coleman sisters, daughters of Tommy Coleman, who managed the club to the Ulster minor club success about 7 years ago. This is Niamh Murray. Nips through 2 players. That's good play by her. Murray tries the other Murray, and the other end, well, she's been marked by Murray. It could be a goal here eventually, but straight at Emer Murtagh. And Clann Eireann persisting and going for goal. They've had about 4 or 5 goal opportunities. They've taken none of them, but credit there, I guess, to the goalkeeper.
Seriously impressive build-up play there. Just the quick hands, and Murray, was it, going through 2 defenders? But, oh Jesus, it's so frustrating, I suppose, all them chances that you'd be just begging, even just put them over the bar and try and get level.
Big warning signs for Bredagh, though, isn't it? I mean, although they have defended well, but there's warning signs there if 1 or 2 of those go in. But at the other end, there's a warning sign here because Leisha Duffy is through at pace, and she does have pace. She's got Hicks with her. This should be a point for Bredagh, and it is, and it's 3-1 to Bredagh, and that's on the counter, and that makes the miss at the other end all the worse for Clann Eireann, doesn't it?
That's it. And there's 10 Clann Eireann players back there. Credit to them getting back so quick, but maybe they're just standing off a bit too much. Like, there's no point getting back, I suppose, and then a player being able to get a shot. An absolute credit to Hicks. That was a great finish too, under pressure. But yeah, they just need to take them chances.
It's going to be a bit trickier in the second half, I think, for Clann Eireann. I think it's easier to play from left to right here, the way they're playing at the minute. I mean, the rain's coming in at you, the wind is that way, so it's going to be trickier, and that might explain things a little bit. Clann Eireann just going for goal, as you say. They're very clever the way they work the ball, but it's no use if you haven't got the finish. It was interesting as well. I just realised for the first time it was Murray on Murray. So the full back for Bredagh is Hannah Murray, and the full forward is Niamh Murray, and Hannah Murray just getting a hand on her. But Niamh Murray kept going, but the shot either side of Murtagh, and you're probably talking goal.
Yeah, and you'd think one of the chances will have to come off at some stage, but it's just whether, I suppose, if they've missed too many chances at that stage, they'll be maybe kicking themselves. But
then again, if they get a goal, it'll be huge in this game if you're only 3-1.
That's it. So.
Right, Clann Eireann with the ball, and Bredagh just dropping off a little bit. The level just dropping off. It's almost like a boxing match. There's a flurry of punches, and then it all slows down a little bit. Murray and Murray, and it's Niamh Murray who wins the ball in front of Hannah. And off she goes. She's got pace, the young player. She needs help, feeds it inside. They're so intricate. They play these balls so close, but they might work. They've got it through now, and maybe a tug there could even be a penalty, but in the end, she puts it over, and that's Maeve McCambridge. And for the first time, they didn't try to put a boot in it, and they got their score.
It's so simple when you see it done. Like, they could have 5 or 6 points nearly through that at this stage, but no, great work again. Like, them quick hands off shoulder. Hannah Murray done great work out there. Actually, she's probably a bit unlucky. No, Hannah Murray, she was probably a bit unlucky that
I see what you mean, to try to stop her,
and got away, but they're very clinical getting through. Just the final product needs to come for them a bit more.
So it's 3 points to 2. It's only 3-1 on our scoreboard, but it is 3 points to 2. There it is now. And we are 3 minutes to go to half time. There's been so much has happened, but not on the scoreboard. Here comes Duffy.
You see again the space inside.
Yeah, they're leaving that there.
For Hicks, it's on every time, but.
And this is McCormick, who we expected to be in there, but she's come out the field. She's obviously trying to bring Clodagh McCambridge out of that area.
To leave the space.
Not a two-person full forward line, a one-person full forward line.
Yeah.
But Clann Eireann building from the back again, looking for an equaliser. You can see the rain on the camera lens now. That drizzle has continued throughout the first half, and it's gathered a little bit of momentum, so it's a little bit stronger. But very low scoring. Nearly 2 minutes to half time. Clann Eireann going in search of an equaliser. Off the shoulder is Tierna Grimes. She's had 1 goal already. She thinks better off it, but Bredagh just marking that zone there and keeping them out. So Ashley Freville will just take her time here and pop the ball inside. And Bredagh really have stood off. They're right inside their 45 now. They're not pressing at all. Although Maeve Derry is going to try and press now. There's a room now, and there's a shot. They haven't done that too often, but it's gone well to the right and wide, and I'm sure the wind carried that as well. But when they get into that area, maybe it's just that Bredagh just close them in the right areas.
That's it. Stood them up well there. Probably the right place to take the shot too. It was a bit unlucky, but credit to Bredagh again, slowing them right down. Clann Eireann pressed right up again here.
And they have, and they've got it. They've turned it over, and they've players over here as well, and lovely quick play as well, slick passing and players off the shoulder, but then they run into that maroon wall, which is what it's been in the first half. But eventually Murray does put it over, and that is the equaliser at the end of that. And you have to say that Clann Eireann deserved that on the balance of play. It is level in the last minute of the first half, and that all came from the turnover.
That's where they're getting most joy from, is when they're squeezed right up and getting on these kickouts. So I suppose it's a fair reflection at the end of the first half that they're level.
It's hard to reflect on it because of so many goal chances, but they have it a lot of the play, and they are 3-3. Keenan gets it up to Hicks, and now they've switched it a little bit and put someone else in there, and they've gone for that quick ball in, but they didn't read where Eilish Ward was, and they do get a free out of it though. It was a foul, and it's just inside the 45, so they are going to get something out of it in the end. But it's interesting the way they're interchanging there. Bredagh.
Hicks has probably been the most clinical player in the first half, I would say. We're probably working off scraps of possession, but she's been very effective and as I say, had plenty of space. Maybe could have got the ball into her a wee bit earlier to see if they could get chances coming running off her or that, but they're probably happy enough, I'd say, overall. Like, just they probably have done better with less possession, I suppose, around that forward line.
Is it similar to the Argyle-Kieran game? I didn't see that when you were at that one. It was low scoring in the first half, and then Bredagh came out and blitzed them. In
a way, it probably was. That's it, that they were just maybe got a couple of breaks and it opened up for them.
She's stolen about 3 yards there, and she's got great height on it as well. It might even drop over, or no, it's just gone to the left and wide. She went for it, and she went for the last one too.
She was probably right. As again, distance wasn't the challenge. It's just.
I'd say second half they go over at the other end. You know,
the wind's slightly blowing to the other goals, to the far corner.
So we're in added time at the end of the first half. Great kick out, finds Coleman, and she's the out ball, isn't she? And she's such lovely play again. I love the way they go forward. They throw dummies all over the place, and then they've got great pace. This is the captain, and they go for the jugular every time. It hasn't worked so far, but Donohoe gets it out to the wing, and they might get a score here. They might even take the lead at the end of this half, but Bredagh then have just formed that little semicircle around there and said, you're not getting through. Clann Eireann have taken a lot, I would say, from this half, but they could actually be well ahead. Spreading the play again, but they're just been forced to go from side to side because Bredagh, very disciplined and organised and structured in there. They're saying, you're not getting into this danger zone. Clann Eireann have come very close, but that's been pinched away by Maeve Deary in the 32nd minute of the first half. Don't think there were too many stoppages, so there won't be too much longer left. Ward from Donegal gets it to Burke from Mayo.
That's it.
And that is it. That is the end of the first half. 32 minutes. Very entertaining, very interesting. Low scoring, but a fascinating tactical battle between the teams. Clann Eireann going for the jugular. They didn't get the jugular, but they have got it level again at half time. Who is going in the happier, Gemma?
Jeez, I don't know. They're probably both teams, I suppose, will probably say there's a lot more in them. Clann Eireann with their finishing, Bredagh have been more clinical with the small bit of possession they have had in the forward line. So yeah, I'm not sure, but they'll both be, I suppose, looking to tidy things up maybe and just make best use of their possession now in the second half.
Angela Mulholland on Facebook says, put them over Clann Eireann and the goals will come. Well, that's what we were all told when we were about 6 years old. Peter McAllister, let's go Bredagh, she says. Kiva Cinnamon says, come on Clann Eireann. Mary Agnes McCarney, John Boy and Mary Doll send good wishes to Bredagh Abu. Angela Dolan, Clann Eireann, come on. Angela and Martina McCafferty, super scores from Bredagh. Martina, of course, happy after Steelstown won yesterday. She's going for the double. Fiona McAreevy, go Bredagh. Danielle Lavery, come on Bredagh. Lots of comments coming in on the Facebook, and it's available on YouTube as well, both via Ulster Ladies. So all those comments coming in. We will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes with the second half. Welcome back to an empty O'Neill's Healy Park pitch, apart from the referee and lines people, because the teams haven't come out yet. But Gemma Begley's with me, and we're looking forward to a cracking second half, maybe even on the scoreboard. It's just 3 points each after a low-scoring, cagey, I think is the word that you picked out, and it's very appropriate. So we'll continue with that, but could be different in the second half. Bredagh will be playing with whatever wind is there. They might chance it and go from a one-person full forward line to two and maybe put Viv McCormick in there. They might do what they did to Eireann Kieran in the last game. We're getting comments coming in on the Facebook feed. Kim Keating, come on, Clann Eireann, and Chuck. Not quite sure who that is, but anyway, I'll pass on to the next one. I think I read a few of those out, but I'm sure more will come in as the game goes on, and we will, just to remind you, have new champions today. No Down team or an Armagh team has ever won this. Paddy Donaher says good luck to Bredagh and the Duffy girls from your Ballyshannon cousins. And Kathy Gallagher, former Down player of course and Tyrone player, says good luck Bredagh from Scotland, let's do this. Julie Henderson says up the Eireann. So those are kind of messages coming through on the Facebook feed. We hope you're all enjoying the coverage. I will keep an eye on your comments throughout the second half, and there are the players coming out now for the second half. And what are your thoughts at the minute, Gemma?
Just probably be interesting to see now if it opens up a wee bit, I suppose, as the legs tire and maybe a few wee more breaks. KG was the right word for the first half, I think. Maybe see a bit of the same at the start of the second half. I suppose pushing up has really worked for Clann Eireann. That's when they look most dangerous, is the turnovers from the Bredagh kickouts. Bredagh, as I say, have been more clinical with their own possession and the forward line, making plenty of space in there for Eva Hicks and really trying to work that. If they can get more runners off the shoulder from her, I think it'll open up for them. But yeah, very intriguing now. I'd say it'll go right down to the wire. Hopefully keep it an interesting battle, but it'll be interesting now to see what way the tactics start here at the start of the second half.
Well, you saw Bredagh against Eireann Kieran the last day, and right at the start of the second half Bredagh got a goal and then sort of transformed the game. What did they do, or what do you expect they might be able to do here?
Well, that was it. It was again Eva Hicks. I think the first 10 minutes of the half against Eireann really stood up. A lot came off her as well. But the passing from Eilish Ward was really good. The work rate from the two wing half forwards for Bredagh, they were really impressive the last day too. So they have the legs, I suppose, and potential to do the damage. Clann Eireann have been very good so far. So I think they'll maybe try them few balls in early again, see if they can get a few breaks off it. But again, their running game is very good. They're very measured and composed. So I'd say they'll try and settle it and see a bit of a mixture, I suppose, of both.
And that low shot there from our low camera, by the way, that's Eilish Ward from Donegal, and that's Catherine Burke from Mayo. That's the sort of players that Bredagh are able to attract as a city club. People going to Belfast and being attracted to a good ladies football team, and they've come in and they've really added to it. But a lot of homegrown players as well. So a nice mixture for Bredagh. Clann Eireann, a lot of young faces there. You see number 12 Niamh Coleman in there, but fabulous young players. Is this their day? We need a big second half from them, and they need not to be dejected from the first half when they didn't get their goals. But let's see. I think it's going to be tougher for them in this second half. And there's a free right away for Bredagh as they win the first free of the second half. Not too noisy among the crowd here, but I think it's going to get a little bit noisier as we go on. Ward looking to keep possession, and does so by giving it to Orla Duffy, who was in Croke Park a few weeks ago with her sister, picking up TG Cahir Team of the Championship Awards. That's the calibre of the young players who have come through. They are the homegrown players. Eilish Ward with a good boot. Oh, what a ball to Leisha Duffy. Almost able to take it in her stride. Wants to get on that left foot. She's coming inside, but doesn't get the kick away accurately. But it's still there, and it could end up in the net. I've watched. Oh my goodness. What a comedy of errors in there in the end. I guess the conditions are playing a part in there, but it was palmed nearly into the net, nearly spilled, and nearly a known goal, but somehow it didn't go in, and that was the end at the first half, where Clann Eireann could have had about 4 goals. Now it's Bredagh's turn, Gemma.
That's it. Great ball in. I think I mentioned that too. Eilish Ward's passing just probably key as well for them, but who was it back on the goal line? Only Niamh Coleman to mop up for Clann Eireann, which just says everything about Niamh's work rate today. But yeah, that's an exciting start anyway. These goals seem to be just haunted down here.
Yeah.
So
Well, do you know what Vinny was telling me? Vinny McCullough from St Dennis in the first game. He says they're the lowest crossbars in the country. Whatever's happened, they've sort of the ground is sunk at both ends.
They're definitely haunted then. So
some way, yeah. We've just come back. Oh, hold on. Here's a chance now, and it's Duffy trying to get on that left foot again. The door closed, but it could be a point and should be and is. And it's Hicks again with their third score of the game, and Bredagh carrying the thread at the start of the second half and taking the lead.
That's it. Hicks again, just so clinical with the small bit of possession that she gets at all.
Yeah, she always seems to be just available there, waiting for the ball. Now that kick out, is she going to be able to keep it in? She has. She's done well there. I thought the wind was going to carry it out of play, but it doesn't. Free for Clann. Just checking all the time on Facebook to make sure everything's okay with our coverage here. Oh, that's broken, and it's broken kindly for Burke, for Bredagh. Deary and Laverty involved as well, and Laverty again. Oh, and that ball has gone astray though, and the referee had given advantage and is going to bring it back for a free, and it is for Bredagh. Took my eye off the ball there. I was looking at something else, Gemma, but it's definitely a free in.
Yeah, it was a free. I thought she had just ended the advantage there actually, but it just must have literally just been turned over. But probably, you know, Clann had so many bodies back there too. It's probably a needless enough free in, but it's probably a good enough chance, I'd say, of Healy scoring this now if she goes for it.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic kick on her. I remember a training a couple of years ago. I said, "Where'd you learn to kick like that?" And she said, "Donegal." But she has got a good boot and always steals a yard or two as well. That should be over the bar. No, it's hit the post. It's very, very close, but it hasn't just gone over. But Bredagh have started this second half extremely well, and Clann are pinned in here a bit. So this kick out is important. They need to get possession. They're all lining up through the middle, the Clann players. Now going to the wings, and now Catherine boots it out towards that side, but it's gone straight to Eireann McCarville for Bredagh. She's won it, and she's fouled. Similar offence to the last one. So Maggie Farley being consistent there, but they have pressed and they have won it again, and Bredagh having a good spell here. They're trying to press and they're trying to go further ahead in this game against Clann. They're just pinning them in. This is Ward. They're getting it to the playmakers, trying to get it into the shooters, and it's Clann not pressing as much as they did in the last game. Maybe it's just the way Bredagh are playing. But Craner is forced to come back out to Laverty. This is one of the shooters, but she leaves it off instead to Burke, and Hicks is definitely a shooter. It's gone very, very high, but I think that'll be easy for the keeper, and it is. Nobody in there. And it's Coleman. Now, can they break up? Look where the corner forward is. That's Donoghue all the way back there. Oh, that's nice play, actually, if she can get to that. This is good from Clann, working it out under a lot of pressure. That's good, and the referee has given them advantage as well. And now they've broken out. Now what can Clann do? Where's the room? I'm looking up ahead, and Bredagh have a sweeper in there. Orla Blaney sitting in there for insurance on the edge of the square, and also number 13 McCraner has worked her way back. So Clann are going to have to maybe just satisfy themselves in going for points, and that mightn't be a bad idea, but that looks like it's gone well to the left, and no, it's gone inside the post. I always misjudge that side. It's a good score, and that's a great reply from Clann. Really well worked. Very
well measured there again. I suppose noticeable Clann had so many players back. I suppose it was more of a measured build-up and a good finish.
Good running to get that kick out there by Duffy again. That's good work under pressure as well. Hannah Murray gives it back to her, just spills it, and under pressure as well. Can she get through? She's still going. 2-3 players, and eventually
serious pressure there from the
she
Clann
gets her free, you know, and I think she's a little bit fortunate there, because that was great press. And oh, hold on, it might be intercepted. No, it's not. It's McCraner who does well and keeps cool under pressure. Orna Kelly, good kick pass. Is Bredagh trying to re-establish her authority, but they don't, because that has rolled all the way through, and Clann have it. Niamh Murray is calling for it. Niamh Murray gets it. She is the player that is in the most advanced position, though. She's going to have to do it all herself. She doesn't mind doing it all herself. Has she got that? That's a smashing point for Clann. Murray has stepped up and taken responsibility and put her team into the lead, I think, for the first time in the game.
36 minutes gone. That was an inspirational score. That's what you see, the leadership there, standing up and taking possession and making it count.
And it was just a misplaced pass. It just ran away, you know, but they punished Bredagh there, and that was excellent. And this is Coleman. And she looks for the ball inside. They're going for that route. Oh, she's put it too low, and that was Eireann Henderson, and she'd time there to settle, hadn't she?
There was a time, but I think she just didn't catch it right at all. But Clann again pushed right up here now. You see the pressure that they're just putting on up the field. It really seems to be effective in the way they play. I'm
thinking the two words: no fear. Clann have come into this final, and they keep doing what they like to do, and they just keep going at it.
That's it.
This is Orna Kelly again for Bredagh. It was her a minute ago involved, but look at the pressure again from Clann on her, and if they got it back, they've robbed it off her, and legally as well. In fact, they've got a free, and Clann putting Bredagh under serious pressure now. 7 minutes into the second half, can they get a score out of it? And there was a little tug there, and the referee was quick to act on that one. She has been very consistent on that, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. And in fairness, Tierna Grimes, quick thinking there, got the ball moving good and early. Not sure who it was, moved it up, and yeah, is that Clann's first scoreable free kick, I think. So noted at the end of the first half they hadn't many chances, so
I think you might be right.
Fairness to Bredagh, they've stood up well. And
now she put one over from play. Can she get this?
Yeah.
Oh, she has. That's 2 in a row from Murray. Murray's in a hurry, and that's 3 in a row for Clann. And they are motoring really nicely in this last few minutes. They've turned it round. I was thinking that Bredagh might go on to dominate in this half, but they have come out fighting, and they're closing down. That's been the key, and they've won balls like this, and off they go. They've players off the shoulder, and they're not going for goals in this half necessarily. And Henderson puts it over 4 in a row. The Armagh champions are making a break for the line, and they look very impressive.
Brilliant. They're just from the kick out again. Henderson caught it properly this time, but again just squeezed up.
Now that's sensible. McCrainer goes for the short one just to get their hands on that ball. That's what they need to do in this point. Murray, and they feed it through the middle to Keenan. I was going to say McFarland, that was her maiden name. Leisha Duffy, off she goes. She loves to go on a diagonal run, left footed of course, and she is being chased by the number 5, Roisin Mulligan. This is Viv McCormick now. Bredagh trying to inject a little bit of urgency into this game. They get it out to McCarville. He's trying to get onto that right foot, not being allowed to. Eventually does manage it, and that's a super score by Eireann McCarville. And Bredagh needed that. She has stepped up and given them a score that brings it back to a 1-point game. And the referee just holding it up now for a second. I think we're going to have the first substitution of the game. And indeed we are. And it's Anna O'Keefe for Bredagh, and she's coming on for the player who's just scored the point. I mean, I know they maybe planned that substitution, but why would you bring a player off who's just scored a point? Would you not go hold on that?
She could be. She looks tired there.
She scored a point, and she ran all the way up the field from number 5, and maybe she is a little bit hurt, but I might have changed my mind. Hicks has fed it through, and there's a chance here. It goes all the way through to Leisha Duffy. Should be an equaliser. She doesn't miss with that left foot from there, and she doesn't. 2 in a row. Well, Bredagh have hit back and done to Clann what they did to them a minute ago. This game is taking a new lease of life.
It's mad. We've had more scores now in 10 minutes than we had in the whole of the first half, so it's just come to life altogether, and great to see another fine finish there. And
a good response from Bredagh to Clann getting 4 in a row. I thought it was level. It's still 7-6, is it? Yeah, it is. Clann still a point ahead now from the kick out. Well taken, or is it? I thought Maeve Deary had it, but it's well won back, and it's Maeve Moriarty digging in there for her team and just using her experience, and got there to win the second ball. Clann. It's all about cool heads, but yet at the same time moving the ball quickly at this point, isn't it? This is Coleman. She's looked so assured in this game on the ball and has carried it forward well there. And this is Henderson. Big sprint through the middle, and has created room nicely for her, and she's on that left foot as she got that off the post. So unlucky, but who's going to get first to it? It's Clann. Oh, she's lashed it. It's number 13, Maeve McCambridge. I thought she was going to get through for a goal chance, and nothing doing.
Yeah, brilliant run from Eireann Henderson there again, just opened up for her and she kept going. Yeah, just sliced it off the outside of the boot there, Maeve Cambridge.
Good kick out to Maeve Deary, and she takes it well as well, and this is a good counter. Anna O'Keefe, who's just come into the play. Anna would be a granddaughter of a Jim O'Keefe who passed away just a couple of years ago, one of the most famous families in the Bredagh area. Jim, a Fermanagh man himself, but his sons very much involved with Bredagh, and now grandchildren as well, and Anna, one of those. She would have 2 or 3 Ulster minor medals as well. She's come into the play now. Clann Eireann looking to counter. This game has been played at great pace, especially now in the second half. The ball flying up the pitch, and this is Maeve Cambridge again. Lots of pace, lots of great young players.
Well held up by Cambridge there again. Yeah,
good sensible play, because Bredagh are just sitting in there trying to nip it away, and the turnovers are being so important in this game. Henderson to Grimes. And this is Murray. She scored a couple of points, remember, a couple of minutes ago. She wants to get on that right boot. Gives it back to Grimes, and they'll just recycle, and that's sensible play, as you were saying.
I said Bredagh have so many sitting in there now, but it's working for them.
Moriarty to Eireann Henderson. And this is Donoghue, who hasn't been on the scoreboard, the youngster, but has been involved in the play a lot. They feed it all the way back. This is good patient play, and they weren't really patient in the first half. I couldn't have used that word about them. Is that going to be stolen back? It is. Bredagh have turned it over.
From Orla Duffy, I think it was, got a hand in.
Laverty to McCrainer to Duffy, and she's fouled. 43 minutes gone. Crucial point in the game. 7 points to 6. Now it's Bredagh's turn to be patient, and O'Keefe has been brought into the field, and she's stretching the play, and that's good use of the ball, getting into McCrainer. Tiredness will come into play now as well, and maybe substitutes. McCrainer gives it to Leisha Duffy. O'Keefe spreading the play, as I say, giving it a bit of width, staying out on the wings here, giving them options there, and Bredagh will go all the way, maybe over to the other side, but there's an opening here for Catherine Burke. Now she's not one of the shooters, so she leaves it off. Viv McCormick, and she drops a shoulder, and she might go for her own score here. No, she'll play it all the way out to O'Keefe. She's staying out here again, as it's so much possession. This is Ward. Patience, the word again. Burke gives it into McCrainer. They're trying to feed it to one of the shooters. Well, maybe McCrainer will fancy it. She's got a bit of room there, and she should score here, but she hasn't. It might even go out. That's good defending again for Clann Eireann. That's brilliant play by the All-Star nominee. Plays it across her own goal, and Clann Eireann did well there to keep their structure in there. Both teams sort of, again, cancelling each other out and mirroring each other.
I think they're just settling themselves after a few hectic minutes there, but yeah, Clodagh McCambridge so strong and assured in defence. They mopped it up well.
And now it's Clann Eireann trying to build. This is Flavel, is it? Or Flavel, I'm not quite sure. I'm never quite sure, but it's the number 2 involved, and now it's Coleman back there and Moriarty, and now they're feeding it out to Mulligan. It's like a chess match now. They're all just moving around, and it's so tactical, and they're taking their time and being patient. There's room over here actually for Eireann Henderson away over on the left, but they're going right through the middle, and the ball not bouncing up for them, but they still manage to keep possession. Now Donoghue is over this side, and they might feed it to her. They do. I said she hasn't scored yet. Does she fancy that? There's a chance here for Toe though on her right foot. That's not going to do though, and the patience ran out.
No, it's good enough build up there. As I said, there's plenty of space on the swing, but yeah, probably just not the finish that it needed.
Another sub coming in. Just a message coming in on Facebook that you'll be interested in. Roisin Dooher. She says she's a bit torn. She's a junior league medal with Bredagh, but she lives in Clann Eireann parish, so she doesn't want either to lose. She's torn. So number 10, Maeve Deary, has gone off, and number 2 for Clann Eireann, Ashley Flevel, has gone on as well. I didn't spot who came on there, did you? I'll pick it up. I'll get it in a second. Let's get on with the play. You keep an eye on that. I'll follow the play. That's great fielding by Burke, the girl from Mayo, who could be going into an All-Ireland series now with the Ulster champions if Bredagh manage to win this game. But they're trailing at the minute by 7 points to 6, going for an equaliser. Referee is right there. Here's a chance, I think, for an equaliser because Leisha Duffy has gone down and it's a free in. And you'd fancy Ward here, and the wind will be right behind her here. And Maggie Farley will want a word as well about that. And she is indeed going to her book. I wonder, will we get a yellow card at some point here?
I think it was at Maeve Mo, maybe, just to give her the benefit of the doubt. I think she actually maybe looked like she fell over her. But yeah, definitely a free in there, and I'd expect her to put this over the bar.
13 minutes to go. Bredagh 4 goals in the last game. No goals from either team today. And again, she gets away with stealing a couple of yards. I don't know why referees don't clamp down on that a little bit more, because it can make such a difference. But I think she'd have put it over anyway.
You keep doing it till you get away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 7 points each. 13 minutes to go. Bredagh have worked their way back into this game. That's a good kick out. Had to be precise, and it was. And Niamh Coleman, the Coleman girls, involved again. So 19 is in there, and 19, I see, is the girl who came in for Clann Eireann. So that was the sub that I was looking for, and that, of course, is Megan McCann. She usually does come on as a sub. The chant goes up for Bredagh from their young supporters, but here is the captain for Clann Eireann looking to put her team into the lead. She's got a bit of room, but she's put it well over to the left. Under pressure, not much room. And it remains a draw game. Now, these kickouts are interesting. Eamon Murtagh has done well in the last 10 minutes. She's usually found a Bredagh player. She's looking for the movement. No short one available. So she goes high and goes long. That's always an option, and it bounces nicely for Orla Duffy. And she wins a free. Now, Anna O'Keefe is screaming for it. Doesn't get it. Instead, they go to Laverty.
Yeah, Burke done well there, in fairness. I suppose if you're under pressure, go for a bit of height.
Yeah, well, that's what she's
tactic.
Partly there for.
Yeah.
Ailish Ward gives it in to Burke again. And they just slow the game down. 25 is in there for Bredagh, by the way. That was the sub. Now there's room. There hasn't been much room, but O'Keefe has got there. Now Hicks, they've got it to the shooter. A tug on her back, and she slows down and takes the free. And this should be the lead now for Bredagh, you would imagine. 25, Erin Gallen has come into the play for Bredagh.
Just a wee bit of indecision there from the, I'm not sure which of the Clann Eireann defenders it was that Bredagh got it nearly. He opened up for a goal chance for them, but again, Hicks just so clinical. It's just so strong in possession, creating another scoreable chance for them there now. So it should.
Last
go ahead.
5 or 6 minutes, Gemma, I just get the feeling that Bredagh have got a grip in this game. Clann Eireann were in a really good position. They got 4 points in a row, but Bredagh have worn them down a little bit, and Clann Eireann starting to look a little bit tired. It's got tougher for them, and Bredagh are just grinding this out.
Short things up at the back there probably, and you see the likes of Ailish Ward, even their back sort of on her own 45, just slowing the thing down, making sure of possession. That's probably experience in the last couple of years that they've had too, and been in tight situations. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see now the next sort of 5 or 10 minutes will be the moving period. This next kick out is obviously really important as well, to see if Clann Eireann can get out of their own defence.
So this for the lead as we go into the last 10 minutes. And she gets it. The captain delivers. Bredagh go 1 point in front as we hit the closing straight. Short kick out though is good. They do get possession rather easily to McCambridge. Now she is swarmed now, but still is able to get away, and this is good play by Clann Eireann. That's excellent play by McCann, and they're knitting it together. They need an end product here though, and that's not a great ball. Easy enough to defend. It was good work up to that, but then they more or less kicked it away. But now Bredagh have kicked it away. Clann Eireann with Coleman coming forward. Now can they breach this Bredagh defence that has been impressive? They lay it off so well, and there's a lovely ball through the middle, and there is a chance here, and there's a tug, surely, and it is indeed. But has she put it over anyway? She hasn't, but the free had already been decided upon, and that was a great response from Clann Eireann, but I have to say it came from Bredagh kicking the ball away.
Well, that's it. And I suppose back to the kick out I had mentioned as well. In fairness, Catherine Lawless got that out before anyone even had a chance to get set. Great move up the pitch from Clann, and great interception by Hannah Murray. Back out, it's nearly like ping pong, I suppose, going back in there. And great vision from Niamh Henderson to play the ball over the top there inside. And I think it was Tierna Grimes was fouled.
It was, yeah. And this is Niamh Murray. We're level again.
That's it.
9 to go. The Ulster final yesterday went the extra time. The one before this was an absolute clinker, went right to the end, and we're going close again. Now Murtagh with these kickouts, where's she going this time? She'll probably look for Burke if nothing else seems on, but she's actually looked for Laverty, who made a good run, but she's been well followed by Maeve Moriarty, who got a hand to it. But Aoife still has the free, and they get that important possession. Orna Kelly there, and they'll feed it back now. Orla Blaney, McCrainer is back there. Now they build. Orla Duffy is there. She runs into traffic, but manages to burst through it. And again, this is brilliant work by Orla Duffy. She'd carried the ball 30-40 yards, but then she's robbed. Clann have won it back. Roisin Mulligan now. And they do transition quickly. And that's what you need to do in the modern game. Now that's a foul. And it's a free for Clann, but Bredagh stopping them at source there. And it was Viv McCormick back there fouling. And it's such a strange game, this, you know. It's really hard to call. It is like a game of chess. It goes fast and it goes slow, goes defensive, and you just don't know what's going to happen next. But every time one team gets ahead, the other team comes back. It's so tight.
In fairness, Clann have played without dropping anyone back most of the game. They've been brave.
They have, and they have a chance here. It's Coleman, and she's going to go for it. Now, was that a pass? If it was genius. Oh, what a finish. Top corner. What a goal for Clann. I'm going to give them the credit and say they meant that. They should have got goals in the first half. Now, they've got an absolute cracker, and it's Niamh Coleman who's put it in the top corner. No stopping that. Let's have another look at it. That could be the winning of the game. I don't think that Dervla Coleman meant that, but she put it on a plate for her sister.
Jeez, yeah, but if she did see that, it was inspired, I suppose, and it was so intricate. But
I was just saying, though, I was just thinking it was one of those kind of games. Imagine like a goal would make a huge difference, but you don't think she meant that?
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Would you? I think she just mishit it. I mean, if she did, it was an unbelievable ball.
Yeah.
But she might say, well, sisters, we know each other, but hey.
Playing inside it. But would you be surprised if Bredagh go right up and score a goal?
I would not.
It's one of them sort of games, but.
Yeah, but you know what? It makes it interesting because Bredagh were sitting in. Now Bredagh really have to go for it.
And Clann, I suppose, will have to. Do they drop off now and try and protect the lead, or if they keep playing in the complete man-to-man style
I
of football?
think they'll just play the way they play, won't they? You can't really just change the way you're playing. And look, they've won it's going to be a hot ball. We haven't seen many hot balls either in this game. What a finish, though. Top corner.
It was class.
Why didn't they do that in the first 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Maggie Farley is going to hop this one between Clodagh McCambridge and Catherine Burke. Oh, and the girl first onto it is the captain of Clann, and off she goes again. She has got such pace, and off the shoulder she has Maeve McCambridge. There's a chance here for a point at least, and she delivers. Well, that was all about the captain. Won the dirty ball, pace, and a great finish. Laid it off as well. That was sensational from Niamh Henderson.
She must have run 70, 80 yards there and had the composure to finish it. So yeah, it's inspirational leadership.
55 minutes gone. Catherine Burke again is the target, and she is pushed, so it's a free for Bredagh. And that, of course, means now that Bredagh need 2 scores. And that's going to be tough against this Clann team. They're sort of defending from the front, Clann. Look at the way they're going for this, and they've got it again. That's another interception. That's a bit sloppy, and Dervla Coleman has got it. And has she got the free? She has. Bredagh are struggling a little bit and crumbling, it has to be said, a little bit under pressure.
That's it. And Dervla Coleman again, she's just been involved everywhere between scoring and intercepting, and yeah, it's another very scoreable opportunity here now. Would push them out to 5 points.
You know, you've really got to admire Clann though. You know, Moneyglass were expected to roll them over, and because they'd beaten Donaghmoyne, they destroyed them on their home patch, and today they've come out, and I really, really love the way they've gone for it. Now, she put that wide. Oh, she has. That could be crucial. I love the way they've played today with no fear, and the handbrake has been off all the way through, and they weren't deterred by missing about 5 goals.
That's it. That's in fairness, they kept going, I suppose, and didn't drop the heads, and it's come good for them.
Well, it is at the minute.
Done well there for...
That's McFarland's. Now Keenan. Have to change that in my head. Spreading the play to O'Keefe off the outside of the boot, looking for Eva Hicks in there. I'm a bit surprised Bredagh just haven't put Viv McCormick on the edge of the square and gone for 2 players in there. It's been Hicks on her own, and look at the amount of orange jerseys around her.
It's working, like the ball sticks every time with Hicks. She's just so good, she's so clinical in there, but it's them runners off the shoulder. Like Viv probably needs to get a bit closer to her, maybe just to open up or maybe Eilish Ward coming off her to open up, maybe to create a goal chance or two.
Look who's going on the edge of the square. Catherine Burke is going in there, and Viv is going to be in there. They are getting to the point where they might need a goal, but surely they'll go for a point here, you would think, but maybe they will go for a goal. It's Eilish Ward.
Tricky enough chance too. The wind's blowing across the face of the goal.
I think she's going for a score here and make it a... Yeah, she is, trying to make it a 3-point game, but she's put it well to the right. She's missed it. It was a tricky one out on that side, it has to be said, but boy, did they need that. Remains a 4-point game with 3 minutes to go. They do. They really do. But Catherine Lawless, Michael Linden, using all of her experience. Now Bredagh have taken off Viv McCormick. Never mind putting her in the edge of the square. They are running in a sub late in this game. And it is the number 20. And that is Maeve Kelly. Yeah, I've been surprised that Viv McCormick hasn't been deployed a lot closer to goal, the way she can get goals. But I suppose she was trying to take Clodagh McCambridge away. But then when you're struggling and you're behind, I would have put her in there. Now this is Kelly, who's just come into the play, and she lets it go, gets it back. Eilish Ward, the Bredagh captain. 2 minutes of normal time to go. Her team needs something. She comes all the way back out the field to one of the other substitutes, and that's Eireann Gallen. And she pumps it in there, and that's rather aimless, I have to say, and Clann have won it, and that was a little bit sloppy again from Bredagh. And you know, maybe the problem partly for Bredagh is that they've had a lot of easy games. They run through down, and they've had 2 easy wins in Ulster.
That's it.
And now they're finally up against it here.
Hadn't much else to do with the ball there. I suppose just Clann literally had everyone inside their own 45, so it's going to be really hard for them to get these goal chances now.
And look how good they are in transitioning again. Quick hands all the way through. Murray does brilliantly, but it breaks well for Aoibhinn Donoghue for Clann, and that was rather fortunate for the Armagh team. But they might profit. It's their captain again. Well done by Anna O'Keefe, nipping in there for Bredagh. But look at that perseverance from Clann, from their captain. Every time they seem to lose a ball, they win it back. Or am I imagining that?
That's it. It's the work rate, like the intensity. That's sometimes on the day, it's just one team's more up for it, I suppose, than them. But
and there's me questioning, would they tire? There's no tiring either. This is Niamh Murray. She's come up with some great scores. Look at the confidence there to just whack that ball over to the side to your captain. To Maeve McCambridge.
Just going to keep the ball here now, I think, for the...
Toe has it now.
30 seconds or so.
This has been a sensational last 10 minutes, it has to be said, for Clann. Somebody had to make a break, and they got a goal and a point. And now Coleman is going for another one. Coming inside, and that could go anywhere, but it's actually been picked up by Orla Blaney for Bredagh. Now can they counter? Can they get up the pitch? They need a goal. There's no doubting that now. We are just exactly now going into added time, but they've been sloppy again and they've given it away.
Maeve Moriarty intercepting it there. I suppose there's no one probably more deserving of an Ulster title coming into the last couple of minutes. If Clann can hold on here now, it'll be great to see Maeve capture another title, as you say. I think 38 years of age, so
38 years young.
Great,
the way she's played today, you know, and she's sat in there and she does such an underrated job in there.
The unseen work, I suppose, and organising.
You don't notice her, you don't say her much, but she's always in there, and she's probably directing all the young players, you know.
That's keeping them right.
35 seconds into added time, and Clann Eireann get it back again. How many times have Bredagh kicked the ball away to them when they really needed to hold possession?
They just can't get out of their defence.
They cannot. And it's Niamh Murray, free in again. Oh, this is playing right into Clann Eireann's hands. To be honest, I thought Bredagh were going to run away with this game, and they were in a great position. They were grinding it out. They were a point ahead, I think. And Clann Eireann have come back and given it to them in spades.
That's it. I suppose coming through the last day, after beating Moneyglass, there was something about Clann Eireann this year that they just
absolutely
were. But
do you know who they've just brought on? Laura Brown. Laura McKibben Brown, another legend right at the end. Now that's confidence for you to bring her on, because that's sort of saying we're going to give her a run, because she has been one of the stalwarts.
Yeah. She could brilliant. Again, could play her in any position.
Oh,
she's great feet,
as
great
she would
hands.
say, here's me. I can play in there. Great to see her come on.
I thought she'd have went straight up to take the free.
No, she's gone right in on the edge, or not an edge, but on the outer area, the circumference of the D in there. That's where she's going. She's saying, right, come at me if you like, but nothing's going to get up this end of the pitch. There's going to be no goals.
Yeah.
And you have to give credit as well to the Clann Eireann manager, Gregory McGonigal, for what he's done with this team.
He's come back, I suppose, from a long sabbatical, or what it seemed like, away from the ladies' game, but now he continues to be successful, I suppose.
Yeah, well, he's done a good job with Clann Eireann, and they have a good tradition, of course, in the club. Look at the pressure they're standing. That's Niamh Moriarty chasing there like a young thing.
Serious,
off she goes again. Now Duffy trying to go through the middle.
Yeah,
and
I think the work rate's just phenomenal from
Clann
Eireann there. It's still going. It's after 60 minutes on a heavy enough pitch. That's probably the difference today, really. The work rate
could be a card here, for the first time in the game, but not that it matters at this point. I think it's going to be a sin bin.
For Mo. She'll not maybe mind with that. I think that's maybe just 2 or 3 frees. Maybe it's the accumulation of a few ticks.
Clann Eireann are trying to run on a couple of subs as well. That's obviously trying to run down the clock a little bit, but look at that work rate again. 3 of them around there, and then Toe gets it. And off she goes with the ball again. And I'm getting a call actually on the phone, you might be hearing there. That'll be requesting player of the match, so we need to think about that.
Yeah.
So I'll leave you to think about that for 20 seconds while I go on to describe it. The action as we go forward now in the 64th minute of this game. After the game being so tight all the way through, there is now 5 points in it, and Clann Eireann, even though it's wet here, they are home and dry. Toe. Clann Eireann in their first ever final, the first ever Armagh team to be in this final, the first ever Ulster Ladies Senior final to be played at this venue, and it's over. History has been made by Clann Eireann. What a success for the club from Lurgan, and there you see the smiles and the dejection of the Bredagh players in the background, because they could have and maybe should have won this Ulster title. They came back after 2 years and they looked like they were going to be able to win this, but Clann Eireann have come through. They've beaten Moneyglass, who beat Donaghmoyne, and now they have beaten Bredagh in the final, and it's a title going to County Armagh, and you couldn't argue with it the way they've played. Look at the faces painted in orange and white, and it is orange and white for Clann Eireann and for Armagh. What a success for them. What a shocking last 10 minutes that they put in. A stunning last 10 minutes, thoroughly deserved it. A fantastic goal, but it was all, I think Gemma Begley will agree, you've underlined it a few times, about their work rate and their youth and the older players.
That's such serious intensity right to the end. They went toe to toe, I suppose, pushed right up, played a very brave game. Unlike even when they didn't take any of them chances at the start, in fairness, them never dropped ahead. But look, I'm sure Bredagh are gutted. The last few years they've been thereabouts. Probably feel that they should have an Ulster title at this stage, but again, they were so resilient as well. They were so well organised, great defence in the first half. Probably Clann Eireann just wore them down, I would say, with the work rate really did just carry them over the line in the end, them last 10 or 15 minutes.
Player of the match, Gemma, and a few contenders.
Yeah,
I know it's a tough one.
Hard to pick. Probably look back and wonder, but look, even from the back, I suppose Clodagh McCambridge was probably completely undervalued what she's done today, and on Vivian McCormick, who was the absolute star the last day for Bredagh. So she done a really effective job. The midfield were brilliant, especially I suppose Aireann Henderson in particular came into it in the second half. Niamh Henderson was brilliant. Her passing, her work rate, her tackling. Niamh Murray had the scores. I'm not sure exactly how many she got in the end, and Maeve McCambridge in the full forward line. But
I know where you're going with this.
Probably keep coming back to, and maybe I'm slightly biased, but Dervla Coleman, just in my head, she seemed to be involved in everything. Clearing balls off the line at the back, winning kickouts, turnovers, creating attacks.
And what a pass for the goal to her sister.
What a pass for the goal, yeah, for the pass of the game as well. So probably give it to Dervla Coleman today.
Right, I'm going to pass that on to Ulster ladies because they're going to make the presentation in a few minutes. Now, what we have here is a cameraman who is actually from Clann.
Brilliant.
He lives very close to it, and he is in there. Now, he would have been in there if Bredagh won as well, but there's extra enthusiasm there. He knows these girls, and he's bringing these lovely, lovely up-close atmospheric shots of the celebrations. And look at the hugs. Look at the hugs going in as well.
It's a special feeling with your club now to your friends and family all around you.
As I was saying, is that Mags Michael-Linden? That's Mags Michael-Linden in there as well. She's been there, done it as well, but this will mean more than anything to do it with your club. Great to see her, and with her sisters there as well. Catherine, the goalkeeper, Grania at number 4 as well, and their dad, Brian. And there's Paddy Moe is just on the right of that shot. Paddy Moriarty, there he is. That's Paddy Moriarty. That's Maeve's dad as well. So the generations are there, and maybe in the end there's a big hug. Tommy Coleman and his daughter Dervla. Is there something in that, or has this been a bit harsh? I don't know. But we talked earlier about the difference: a city club, a town club, or a village club. And yes, Bredagh have been able to homegrown players, and they've brought in a number of players as well. But Clann, I was down there a few weeks ago, and it was like a few housing estates, and all the players are from that one area. And maybe it just counts, does it?
Well, that's it. I suppose it's built up over time. Just
there is Brian Michael-Linden.
It's the intangible sense of, I suppose, identity and belonging. And it is I suppose it's harder in the city. Like, I suppose there's more coming and going. It's harder to build that up, but look, Bredagh will not disappear. I'm sure they'll be back next year for another crack at it and keep building on that great underage they have coming through as well.
There's Brian Michael-Linden there in hugging Mags and his 3 daughters. And I'm just thinking, Gemma, when we're looking at that, you have Paddy Moriarty and his daughter, all these great Armagh male names from the past. And now it's the daughters who are coming through, and they're the next stage, they're the next phase for Clann going forward, and that's the way it is in 2023.
That's it. I'm sure they put in plenty of hours at the side of a pitch for the girls too, so it's great for them to see that continuing on now to the next generation.
Jerry Doherty, the Ulster ladies chairperson, is speaking at the moment, and he's obviously trying to get everyone. He started his speech already, but only now is the captain, Niamh Henderson, going over. She's been brought over to lift the cup, but the rest of the community is out still on the pitch, and the Bredagh players are all in a huddle. I don't know really what can be said at times like that, or even if it's needed at this particular moment, because they'll have to go over to the presentation area, but they will be so disappointed. But it is Niamh Henderson, sister of Eireann, at number 9, who is going forward to become the first Armagh woman ever to lift this trophy. And then Clann now go forward to play Ballymacarbery from Waterford, and both of those teams will fancy the chances, and what an opportunity for them to reach an All-Ireland final. It is Clann going forward for Ulster. Now we are hearing the speech a little bit clearer, which is telling me that I should stop talking. Over to Jerry.
Valuable player of the match, and there were brilliant displays on both sides, particularly from Orla Duffy and some of our Bredagh colleagues, and too numerous to mention Clann people. But the player of the match winner today goes to the Clann number 10, Dervla Coleman. Dervla would like to come up to receive her trophy here from MFC.
Good reaction from the crowd. That always means it's a good decision.
Yeah.
But you couldn't argue, and she was superb the last day as well. Dervla Coleman, player of the match. On Facebook, Mary Keegan says, brilliant game, delighted for Clann. Fanula McAteer, the same, and Mary Barry. Siobhan McCurry, well done Clann. Absolutely brilliant display of football, enjoy the celebrations. And Siobhan Mulholland says the same.
The Clann people are waiting for a call forward, Niamh Henderson, to receive the cup on behalf of her club.
I'm looking forward to this presentation and this speech as well.
Yeah.
As Jerry hands over the cup The photograph's been taken on the phones and on our camera with Kieran there, our Clann Eireann cameraman, who is in there. He's not going to miss this moment. And now she is going to lift that cup. History for Armagh.
I just want to thank the Ulster Council and all the referees and officials for today's match. Such an honour for us to be able to play at this stadium, so thank you to the referees, the umpires and the Ulster Council. I want to thank our club, Clann, and all the supporters today for being so amazing, keeping us going. We've been nothing without you all, and would like to just thank our club for the support the whole year.
She's very composed.
I'd like to thank Bredagh for a really good game. You know, you've been up and about there, such a high standard the past 3 or 4 years, so unlucky today, but I'm sure you'll be back again, so well done to Bredagh. I'd also like to thank Sinead Geary, part of our management team. She's put in so much effort. Our organisation and just anything we need, Sinead's always there, so thank you so much, Sinead. I'd like to thank Greg McGonigal, our manager. This time last year, we would never have thought today was possible, and Greg gave us the belief. He got us ready, not just physically, mentally, and technically. So we're so lucky to have him, and we wouldn't be anything without him this year. So thank you. And finally, to my Clann family, all the girls today, I'm so proud of you. I'm so delighted that we've won today, and this has just been the highlight of my life. Thank you so much.
Well, she mentioned the word family. Her sisters at number 8 on the team. And then there's the Coleman sisters, there's the Moriartys, the McAlindens, and she mentioned that word, and it's the right word to use. Well done to Clann Eireann. And we also think of Marie Hoy, who pioneered ladies football in that club so many years ago, and would love to see this day. In fact, the trophy in Armagh for the senior championship is named after Marie. They've won that 12 times in 18 years, and now they've landed the big one. Oh no. It's getting messy, Gemma.
A good Jerome song. I didn't think she was singing that.
Oh my goodness. I think the Clann Eireann clubhouse will be the place to be tonight.
Absolutely. It's great to see all the kids up there too, to be able to be part of it. Great memories for them as well.
Absolutely. The next generation. And I feel a little bit sorry, though. Should not feel too sorry, but Sinead McCleary, she's been there so many years for that club and was there last year and has not played this year, but she'll be so delighted for them as well. But it would be nice for her to have been part of this as well. But in a way, I guess she was.
Yeah, that's it. Sinead, I suppose, played and developed along with so many of these girls as well. That positive influence is not lost on any of them, I suppose. So Sinead will be delighted. And
Greg McGonigal, former Monaghan manager, former Dublin manager, former Georgetown manager, and he has come good with his team, and he's now the new Armagh manager as well. I'll just go to Facebook for the last minute before we finish, and Moya O'Gorman says well done to Dervla. Anna Lavery says well done. Terry Carville, same. Elaine, brilliant game of performance. Kim Keating, great to watch, great result. Emer Lavery, congratulations, amazing achievement. Ulster champs, yeah, that needs to be said just in case you forget. That's what they've done. They've won the Ulster Championship. Katrina McAtarsney, what an achievement. Congratulations to all of these amazing girls. And there is the manager. He's still having plenty to say. That is Gregory McGonigal, the former Dublin manager, and he has congratulated his captain there. And Katrina is looking forward to the homecoming. Sean McVeigh, well done Clann Eireann and Gregory McGonigal. Dungiven man, by the way, enjoyed the celebration. So there's been a Derry success in all 3 Ulster finals in the last 2 days. Alison Miller, amazing win. Congratulations to Clann Eireann. History makers. I am getting to the end of them now, but Emma Casey, well done. CE girls. Angela Quirk, enjoyed the coverage, thank you. Liam Skelly, a great weekend of Ulster ladies football with 3 great finals. Absolutely, it's been great fun. Well done to everyone involved, and all made available online as well. Patrick Donnelly, congrats. Well done, Gregory. Can't believe you are playing attacking football. That's a bit mean, but okay, I'll let you away with it. Derry Noose, GAC, congratulations, Clann Eireann. Enjoy the celebrations. Luke Kingham, unreal, Clann Eireann. What a performance. History makers. Avine Bellew, fantastic win. Cathal Curran, the same. Charlotte Donaghy, I think is in New York. Congratulations to Mags and Neve and the team. Dermot Scullion, well done, Clann Eireann. Dermy Michael Linden, Lily McVeigh, and finally Mairead McConville. Congratulations to Clann Eireann. Yep, what a day. Any final words, Gemma, about the 3 finals, or maybe about how Clann Eireann can do going forward here? Can they take on? Can they beat Balmacarby? I think they might have home advantage, and they'd really fancy that.
Yeah, the unknown quantity just of the All-Ireland series. They're the surprise package this year, I suppose, from the outsiders' perspective. But no, very exciting. Like that open, that's real high press in football. Like it's great to see going out and playing fearlessly. And sure, who knows where it'll take them. And I suppose just when you mentioned there about Greg managing Armagh next year too, like it is exciting from an Ulster perspective to see what that brings for Armagh next year. Whether he brings that success through to county level as well, it'll be an intriguing prospect. But no, best of luck to Clann Eireann, I suppose, obviously going through to represent the province. And look, I suppose don't know where the season will end for them yet, but they go with the best wishes from the whole province.
It's absolutely well said. It's very, very interesting going forward. I think the player of the match was actually our Clann Eireann cameraman, Kieran McMahon in there. He played a blinder as well. And there he is, and he shot right at the end. And you know where he's going with that camera now? I'd say he's going to the Clann Eireann clubhouse, because they have a tradition there with the players all go in, they march in, and they're welcome there. What a night it's going to be for the club, and they deserve it, because it hasn't been overnight. They were absolutely superb, because as a way of, he says, yeah, see you in Clann Eireann. And you know, they won the Ulster Minor Club in 2015, and they lost to Bredagh the next year, actually, ironically, coincidentally, and then they were in the final in 2017, so the foundations were laid, and before that by Marie Hoy and people like that. Today they've got their reward. They're the new force, the surprise packet, as you mentioned. Well done to Clann Eireann. We hope you enjoyed the coverage from Gemma and myself and the team, and Kieran the cameraman. It's goodbye.